it seems to me what comes out of it is these financial fair play rules are not clearly written. There's ambiguities in them,
Yeah,
which really should mean they need to start again and draw these things up to make it very clear what it is that breaks the rules. I mean, I think September this month is when Man City are going to have their case or cases looked at, and I think they had over 100 apparent failures, breaches of the rules.
mm,
So that's going to be very interesting to see what could happen to them. I mean, on paper, they could get relegated. They could be deducted points, significant points, which could affect their season. So that's going to be very interesting because this has been hanging over Man City for, I don't know, a year, 18 months or more. And again, I don't think anyone on the outside has got any clue as to whether they really did breach these rules or whether it was technicalities. Who knows what? I mean, clearly they're a club with masses of money behind them, and it is the rich clubs that can fall foul of these rules.
yeah,
So again, it'll be interesting to see, particularly in the light of the Leicester result, what could happen or may not happen to Manchester City. So it's a
yeah.
complicated business.
It is. It is indeed. Um, Now, uh, Klopp, since Klopp left, right? So Klopp left, and he was replaced by Arne Slot for Liverpool. Now, what do you make of Liverpool post Klopp?
I watched the game the other day, and against Man United. And I actually made the comment at the time, they certainly don't seem to be missing Klopp. I mean,
Yeah,
they were firing on all cylinders.
yeah,
And of course, Salah, who you mentioned earlier, is doing particularly well this season. Yeah, I thought they looked the complete team. I thought they were excellent. I think it was 3-0, wasn't it, in the end that they
it
won?
was. It was
And of course,
3-0.
inevitably, the two teams in the league that have won all three of their games so far, Man City and then
Liverpool.
Liverpool.
Yeah,
So that speaks for itself as to how the season may pan out, assuming Man City don't get points deductions and things like that. But of course, going to Man City with Haaland getting two consecutive hat tricks, I mean, it's phenomenal. The number of goals he scores, this man, is
I
just
know.
incredible. So clearly, I don't think Salah will match Haaland for goals, but he's going to be up there, and it could be a very good close run thing this season. Because to come back to your point, I liked Klopp. I thought he did a great things at Liverpool, and I did wonder whether there would be a bit of a bump in the road when he left, because he seemed to generate such a family spirit around Liverpool and their fans, and he was obviously he loved his players and they loved him, so it seemed. And to then go to someone who perhaps is a bit more impersonal,
Yeah,
not quite so knowing of the thing at Liverpool, this group think, this wonderful mutual feeling they have for the fans and the players. So yeah, I thought maybe he'd struggle a bit at first, but he doesn't seem to be. I mean, it's early days. They have for the fans and the players. So yeah, I thought maybe he'd struggle a bit at first, but he doesn't seem to be. I mean, it's early days, only three games, but I can't suddenly seeing Liverpool slipping up. They're not going to suddenly have a lousy game because clearly they've got very good players anyway. But yeah, I saw that game and I was very impressed. And as I say, my thinking was they don't seem to be missing Klopp at all. To the point I wondered if Klopp was watching it and thinking, I wish I hadn't have left. I mean, you never know. He's probably done his time. He needs a break.
yeah,
But he was so ensconced in Liverpool, the city, the club, and everything about it. And there must be a bit of coming down after some very successful seasons there as a
Yeah.
football manager. And yeah, one imagines he may well be missing what he had there. You don't know what you got till it's gone, basically, and that could be a case of that for Klopp.
Yeah, that's why I was watching. Well, I didn't watch the match because I just felt we was gonna lose, and I can't take it,
Yeah,
and I didn't watch it afterwards because I just
he
thought,
didn't watch it. No.
no, I didn't because I just thought, if you're gonna keep playing like that, I'm at that point where I feel we need to get rid of a Ten Hag. You know, I don't think he's a good fit for Manchester
No.
United, the club. And as such, this is my way of protesting. Sitting out, not just not. I don't I don't think it means anything, but in my own way, I just don't think he's a good. He might be a good manager because one thing I found out about football is you could have one manager that is not good or not
Mm.
reaching his potential in one club, he moves to a different club and he's
Yeah,
suddenly,
it's true.
he's firing on all cylinders. And I think he needs to move somewhere else. I don't particularly think he's a bad manager. I just think he's not
Not
well
suited.
suited for
Yeah.
Manchester United as a club, and that's my reason. So if you're watching or you're listening, I don't have anything against you. I just think you just need to find. I think Juventus. I think it'd be a good fit for Juventus. But not English football. I don't think he's the English football type of person, and I don't think he'll suit Spanish football either. Um,
Who would you go for here then? If you were to go, do you have anybody in mind you think would be good for Man U?
um, I would say if is it Sam Dyke? Dyke? Is his first name Sam or Dyke? Um,
Right?
do you remember him? I'm trying. I know who I'm talking about. He used to manage. Uh, I think he used to manage Leeds. I have a Leeds
You mean you mean Sam Allardyce? That's meant, do you?
oh no, not Sam Allardyce. I think it's Dice or Dyke.
Oh,
Uh,
Sean.
Sean, is it Sean Dyke?
Well, the Everton manager. Do you mean
Oh yeah, he manages Everton now. What's his name?
Sean Dyche?
Dash.
Is
Yeah,
Yeah,
Dash.
Sean
Yeah,
Dyche.
Dash. Yeah, I think he'll be a good he'll be a good fit for
And
my
yet, what about their recent result? I mean, Everton fans, if you ever look at their fan forums afterwards, they were crestfallen on Saturday. They were 2-0 up, right? 2-0 up against Bournemouth,
yeah
87th minute. 87. Now, bearing in mind, Everton had lost their first two, like Palace did.
yeah
Um, so 2-0 up, 87 minutes, and you think, well, we've got 3 points. I expect some of the fans left the stadium. And do you
yeah
know what? By the 95th minute, when the game ended, Bournemouth had won 3-2.
3-2.
And as
Yeah,
I say, I can only imagine the feeling of supporters. I know what it's like to walk away from Palace on a day where we've been leading or whatever, and then we've been pipped right at the end, either
yeah,
for an equaliser or a winning goal by the opposition. You
yeah.
leave the ground, and it sort of really kind of affects you